if you meet 100 people on the streets of Accra, 45 of them will die of chronic disease, and they don't know. You don't have symptoms until it is too late. Lack of information kills more people than the disease itself. My name is Kwesi Buahine. I'm a public health specialist. I work across Africa.
Herbal medicine can't be dangerous because it's natural.
Snake poison is natural, but it can kill you. The herbalist, that they have this, cure for everything.
Everything, one drug.
That is harmful. And some people buy into that because there is a lot of misinformation. So Oziza is a digital platform initiative that aims to promote credible, practical, and accessible health information and prevention to the African population. That's the goal. You
mentioned myths. I'm interested to know what are some of the myths that you've heard about.
One harmful one will be, I'm not sick, so I'm healthy. But also, if you come to Ghana, that we believe that most diseases have spiritual causes. Stress is a very dangerous condition for your body. It's not stress per se, but chronic stress. I have to be sensitive here. But when our ancestors were living in the bush, competing with lions and animals, stress helped them to cope, because you see the lion coming, you have to run.
You are forced to run.
Yeah. But then you run, and then the harm is gone, and then you relax.
Okay.
But nowadays, people are on automatic stress. Not caused by the fear of being eaten by a lion, but because their boss is difficult. And you see this boss every day, right? You don't see the lion every day, but you see your boss every day.
Now, you mentioned chronic stress and stress. To the audience, maybe they don't know what the difference is. What's the difference between the both of them?
Yeah, so the stress, the energy that you need, because if most of your audience perhaps some of them will be students.
Yeah.
So you are studying for exams. You are not rejoicing, right?
You are not happy.
Yeah, you are not happy. You go to some stress to get it done. So that stress is helpful because it helps you to focus and get things done. But the chronic stress is stress that doesn't go away when the event is gone. When you are writing exams and exams is over and you come home, maybe you'll get only stress when the time is right for the results to be released. I think men generally are either stubborn, yeah, they are really stubborn, or they think they know better. Yeah. So even if you look at hospital attendants, if you factor in the fact that women will have to go to antenatal care, for antenatal care and etc., if you take that out, you still see that majority of women visit hospital more than men.
Which simple habits do you think we could adopt today and it will significantly improve our health?
The most important thing that we take in that is good for us is water.
Okay.
Yeah. All your cells, the tissues, organs, they need water. It doesn't cost money to sleep, does it?
Yeah, it does. It doesn't.
It doesn't, yeah. Eat well. You go to a party, they say, I don't drink alcohol. And then they take in the Fanta, the Coca-Cola, the malt. It's as bad as alcohol. Because the sugar is the problem. Good health does not start from the hospital. It starts from the daily habits and the choices that you make. And the hospital can help you strengthen that. Now, the pollution that is coming from technology in itself, it's just harmful.
Too much screen time.
Yeah. Everybody wants to be something important in their life. It begins with health. Because if you have a condition now, all the dreams will fall apart. And it means that every nice thing that we want to have in life requires some effort from us. The truth sets you free, they say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are tuned into The Journey Uncovered, where we have conversations with big thinkers, creatives, and business people to find out about their journey so far. Listen, we are not too concerned about the end destination, but the thing in between, the journey, how they got there, the process in between. And today, we are having our final recording. Well, this is season 3 finale, and I'm so happy to be doing it with someone that I just got to know recently. And we had a quick conversation right before the podcast started, like the proper recording. And he is someone I have been looking for without actually looking for him, because I've been looking for a doctor to come talk to us about our health, or well, not about our health, but our health choices, the things that we do on a day-to-day activity that impact our life. Look, you're out there making all the money, making all the bag, buying all the posh cars, but there's something about you yourself that you need to understand, and this is your health. And today we have a doctor here to talk to us, to walk us through what he's currently doing and how he's helping the world.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm looking forward to this as well.
Wonderful. Could you please give us a short introduction about yourself, what you do?
My name is Kwesi Buahine. I'm from Kwahu,
Okay.
Tafo. I started my schooling in Ghana, and then I went to Oxford. And then from there, I ended up in the Netherlands. So I'm a public health specialist.
Okay.
And that means that improving health at the population level, so making sure that people don't fall ill, and using all the systems that we have to make it possible.
Okay.
So for the work that I do, I work across Africa, so I travel a lot. Ghana, I work with Ministry of Health, National Health Insurance Authority, HEFRA, which is the accreditation body for healthcare provision. And I can make the same story also for Nigeria. So I travel to all these places, and where I base is in the Netherlands.
Okay.
But due to the work that I do, I come to Ghana maybe 4 times a year, and also visit the other places. And so that is the core of what I do.
Of what you do.
Making sure that the quality of healthcare that we provide at the healthcare facilities, hospitals, clinics, etc., is of good quality. And making sure that people who go there will be able to afford it. Yeah, so that is the work that I do. But I'm here to talk to you about another passion that I have.
Okay.
And that passion is, how can we make health information, education, and prevention accessible to people?
Okay.
Because we all know from our families, my grandmother was 100 years. You told me the same before before the recording started, that your grandmother was 102.
It was 12 actually.
Yes.
That's long.
And even now, we see people of the same age, and then you would think that someone is 20 years younger than his or her classmates because of the choices that they've made in their lives. Yeah, so here to talk to you about an initiative that I've started, and that initiative is called Oziza, and it's Oziza is a terminology. We all know Wisa, right? Mm-hmm. The herb.
The herb.
Yeah, so we use that as a reference for vitality, but to demonstrate that you can live better with good information, education, prevention, and making healthy choices. So that's the idea, and also help people to go to hospital.
Talk to them to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a lovely intro. Now, if I get you right, so you're mainly focusing on prevention.
Yes.
Any anything that you do, like more like preventive measures to prevent you from actually falling sick or stop you from falling sick or getting certain diseases or certain infections and things like that?
So if you take Ghana, for example, when I come here, you see on television, the herbalist that they have this, cure for everything.
Everything, one drug.
That is harmful.
Hey.
Yeah, that is really harmful for someone to say that they have a disease. They have a medication that can kill all diseases. Yeah, it's really harmful. And some people buy into that because there is a lot of misinformation.
Okay.
Right? Lack of information kills more people than the disease itself. So the whole mission of Oziza is to educate people so they can make better, healthy choices.
Okay.
Like I told you before, a lot of the diseases that we have are preventable if you make healthy choices.
So just before we get into Oziza, what health problems in Africa worries you the most? Not even worries the general public, but worries you the most.
Yeah.
And why does it keep repeating?
So what worries me most is preventable chronic diseases, diabetes, hypertension, kidney disease, stroke. You can go and I mention all these chronic diseases. They worry me because you don't have symptoms until it is too late. Yeah, so the moment that you feel pain, it's already gone. And that's why it's important to have prevention at the core. It keeps repeating because people are not aware. And I always tell people that if you meet 100 people on the streets of Accra, 45 of them will die of chronic disease and they don't know.
Okay, that's alarming.
That is alarming. So if you don't know, how can you do something about it? Or let me put it, most of them don't know because some people are receiving treatment.
Yeah.
Most of them don't know. So it's very difficult to take any action against it. That's the worry that I have.
Wow. Right. So what is Oziza? Because you've mentioned Oziza a couple of times now. What is Oziza?
So Oziza is a digital platform initiative that aims to promote credible, practical, and accessible health information and prevention to the African population. That's the goal.
Okay.
We're seeing that there are a lot of platforms there, but they are not tailored to the needs of Africans. You need to understand the context in which we live. You need to be credible, but also offer that practical advice and information that people can act upon.
Okay.
And that's the mission. And I say that it's digital because we have seen how mobile technology has transformed Africa. I don't know how old you are, but
not that old.
But 25 years ago, nobody imagined that mobile technology will transform Africa the way it has done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we see that if you come to Ghana, and I get a bit technical here, if you come to Ghana, about 37% of the GDP is through mobile payments.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's not only Africa. Kenya, where it started, the same thing everywhere. And so mobile technology is there, AI is there. So the whole point is that instead of mounting a speaker on a van and go through the streets talking about health issues, why don't we use technology that can help us reach as many people as possible? Yeah, so that's the mission. So we need all of you to be part of it.
To be part of it.
Yeah.
No worries at all. But what makes Oziza different from,
any other health digital platform that exists currently.
Yeah. So if you look, the point is that in Africa, I've looked around, and in Africa, there is sub-Saharan Africa. There's maybe except South Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, there's next to nothing on providing credible, accessible information to people. Yeah. So ask yourself, if you need information on how to control diabetes, how to prevent hypertension, how to, maybe you've taken too much booze,
Okay.
and you have hangover, how to deal with it. Where do you go?
Google.com.
So we'd like to say a very big thank you to our sponsor, Is Visual Render, for providing us with this space to have the recording in. Is Visual Render is a 3D studio located in Accra. They create 3D images and animations for marketing purposes and presentation purposes. If you're a real estate developer, an interior designer, or an architect looking to create images and animations for your project, look no further than Is Visual Render. They create the best images and animations and also virtual tours for any kind of projects that you can think about. Contact Is Visual Render today and let them create the best visualization for your projects.
Yes. But then it will tell you the way the Americans do it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It will not give
It won't
you
give you
something specific to our own culture, or the myths that we have. That's alien to all this technology that have been developed outside of the continent. And we want to integrate that and communicate with people based on the realities in which they find themselves. So that's the idea.
You mentioned myths. I'm interested to know what are some of the myths that you've heard about.
Yeah. So there are a lot of them. So if you go to oziza.org, at this point we have like 200 myths, and it keeps growing. Yeah. And then we have the way give people credible information about this, right? So one harmful one will be I'm not sick, so I'm healthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they will say a woman in labor, if you take spicy food, it will induce labor.
I've not heard that one before.
Yeah. Or you go to certain communities, it's not so rampant in Ghana, but in other West Africa, East African societies, that they consider albinos to have magical powers. And they kill them and harness the organs.
Okay, that is wild.
Really harmful. It's a myth. But also, if you come to Ghana, that we believe that most diseases have spiritual causes. It's a myth, right? Yeah. But we believe that. And on the basis of that, nobody has died in Ghana due to natural causes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Always we have somebody to blame.
There's somebody
and that's
in the village somewhere.
And that also prevents us from taking the preventive measures that we need. Because if you believe that a witch killed your father or whatever, then
definitely, there's no need to go and check anything else.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
That's a stressful. Now, tell me, the preventive measures that you've mentioned, right? For us, I know before the recording started, you mentioned that it may not necessarily be about work. So let me just give the context here. Most of us who are young and upcoming entrepreneurs and business people, we are on either behind our work desk or we are doing up and downs, just trying to make money. At the end of the day, the normal work time, according to the world, is 8 hours. Sometimes some of us do 16 hours. We don't get to sleep the estimated 8 hours that has been approved that you have to sleep. Even that, I will ask you a question about that. So we don't get to sleep enough. We work for 16 hours. Sometimes some people do even more. Is it is it work that causes some of the diseases that we have these days?
Yeah, it's a good question, but let me put it in a broader context.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are here talking about health education and prevention. And the starting point is that we have to recognize that this body that we have is wonderful, is prepared to heal under the right conditions.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's take the linings of your intestines, the cells. They renew themselves 2 to 4 days. So every 4 days you have new linings.
Cells.
Yeah, in your intestines, in your guts.
Oh.
Yeah. Take blood. 4 months, you have new blood. Yeah. Take liver, which is a very important organ, and we can destroy it through lifestyle. Even when it's severely damaged under right conditions, it can renew, rebuild, regenerate within 5 months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The skin that we're talking about, this skin can renew within 2 weeks. Yeah. So the whole body that you have here, after a period, is totally new, but you don't recognize it. And that's the beauty of nature. Yeah. So if you understand that, then you have to relate it to how you organize yourself. Right? And then it comes to stress. So stress is a very dangerous condition for your body. It's not stress per se, but chronic stress.
Okay.
Chronic stress is dangerous because stress can help you to act, to do things that are necessary. You know, you see athletes on the blocks running for 100 meters, they are stressed, but then that energy helps them to perform.
Okay.
You know, and I always tell people that, I don't know, also I have to be sensitive here, but when our ancestors were living in the bush, competing with lions and animals, stress helped them to cope because you see the lion coming, you have to run.
You are forced to run.
Yeah. But then you run and then the harm is gone and then you relax.
Okay.
But nowadays, people are on automatic stress, not caused by the fear of being eaten by a lion, but because their boss is difficult. And you see this boss every day, right? You don't see the lion every day, but you see your boss every day. You cannot make ends meet because you are not earning enough, you know, all kind of. Yeah, so that is something that we have to control.
Okay.
So it's not really the nature of the work itself. Of course, there are some difficult work that you have to do, physical. But I think mostly is the stress that we associate with it that cause.
Now, you mentioned chronic stress and stress. To the audience, maybe they don't know what the difference is. What's the difference between the both of them?
Yeah, so the stress, the energy that you need, because if most of your audience perhaps some of them will be students.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are studying for exams. You are not rejoicing, right?
You are not happy.
Yeah, you are not happy. You go to some stress to get it done. So that stress is helpful because it helps you to focus and get things done. But the chronic stress is stress that doesn't go away when the event is gone. You know, when you are writing exams and exams is over and you come home, maybe you get only stress when the time is right for the results to be released, but not in between when, you are doing something else. So that chronic stress, hypertension, causing it, inflammation for the body, that's the problem that we have to address.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so I think that's important for people to understand.
So for the stress, for example, like this, how does Oziza provide people with the right knowledge to manage it for them?
Yeah. So again, Oziza is looking at giving credible information. Because what I always say is that awareness is the divine step towards prosperity. If you are not aware of your condition, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And so Oziza providing that credible information that people can act upon.
Okay.
And also advising people, please go to the hospital or the lab and have a medical checkup. That's very important. And so Oziza is not a medical facility telling people to come to Oziza and no. It's saying that we give you information so that with that information, you can make better informed choices about your health.
How many times do you recommend people go to the hospital for a regular checkup? In a year?
Yeah, I would say, if you do your annual checkup, that's fine. Yeah, because you also don't want to put people in a panic.
Okay.
Yeah, if you do annual checkup, you'll be fine.
We also like to say a very big thank you to Burnout Electrical for providing us with a solar setup to run our studio space. We do not have interrupted power when we are recording because of the setup that they've given us. And so if you are home, you are an office, or you are any kind of business looking to have uninterrupted power, look no further than Burnout Electrical. We've been on this setup for like 4 years now, and we've not had any issues on them. And so for any kind of power need, contact Burnout Electrical. They will take care of you. And I mean, like, they will take care of you.
So what are the 3 common health mistakes Africans make that they could avoid and, prevent themselves from getting certain diseases?
Yeah. So the mistakes people make, it differs, right, between men and women.
Women. Okay, so for men.
Yeah.
Let's start for men.
It differs, yeah.
Let's
it differs
start for
from men between, yeah. I think men generally are either stubborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are really stubborn, or they think they know better. Yeah. So even if you look at hospital attendants, if you factor in the fact that women will have to go to antenatal care, for antenatal care and etc., if you take that out, you still see that majority of women visit hospital more than men. And so the mistake that, I'm not sick, so I'm healthy.
I'm not coughing.
Yeah.
My eye is not red.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we need the physical symptoms in order to determine whether, something is wrong. Whereas women are more likely to say, "Oh, please go." Those with girlfriends or girlfriends, that when something happens, your girlfriend is more likely to advise you to go
to the hospital.
Yeah, go to the hospital, and you will come with legitimate reasons why it's not the case. And in most cases, it's not about the cost. It's just that we think that we know it. And we don't want to do. And I think that's perhaps the most common mistake
one for men. What about women?
Yeah, that's a bit sensitive, right? Yeah. So let's put it in the same category, where obviously we are generalizing about men, right? But within the category of women, you also have women who will also.
I think you are playing it a bit safe. I think you're playing a bit safe. I understand you. Yeah. So, which simple habits do you think we could adopt today and it will significantly improve our health?
Yeah. So the whole point is about habits. And there's no magic bullet and that can fix everything. It's the daily step-by-step choices that form part of our habits that will change it. And some of them are free. They don't cost money. And so we all breathe.
Yeah.
Oxygen is important, and we breathe because we cannot do anything about it. We breathe. But if you take oxygen out of it, the most important thing that we take in that is good for us is water.
Okay.
Yeah. All your cells, the tissues, organs, they need water. Yeah. And if you could imagine that this body that we have consists of 37 trillion cells. And so 37, and then add 16 zeros to it. 37 trillion cells. 50 to 70 billion of these cells, they die or regenerate, and new ones come up every day. Every day. Think of it. And they need water. In addition to the fact that you have to sleep well. It doesn't cost money to sleep, does it?
Yeah, it does. It doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah. Eat well.
I would ask you questions about all these things.
Yeah. But let me just put them there.
Yeah.
So drink enough water, sleep well, eat well, and move the body. Yeah, move it in whichever form.
Okay.
Somebody said that moving your body 100 kilometers in the wrong direction is better than sitting down contemplating about moving.
Okay. Okay. So about the water.
Yeah.
What's the adequate amount of water? And I know it may vary per age group and all of that. So take people below the ages of 30. What's the adequate amount of water they should have a day?
Yeah. So the science, of course, and I guess they were based more on European research, and American research. That's also the most sad part of research. In most cases, people in Africa feel hesitant to participate in research.
Yeah.
So, COVID vaccine was based on people who were not our type.
Yeah. There's a reason why they are the hesitant.
Yeah. Anyway, so these are based on statistics, mostly outside of the continent. But what they say, and don't go and measure, and don't say, what they say is that 4 liters to 4.5 liters for a man, and a woman, 3.5, something like that. The point is that taking water is important.
Okay.
1 liter is better than 0. And you don't necessarily have to be very thirsty before you take water.
Okay.
Take it regularly. Yeah. You if you have a car, a vehicle, you don't wait until the fuel is totally out of it before you fuel.
Some people do.
Yeah, but that's why they got stuck on the roadside. Yeah, the taxi drivers. You see them always with the jerry can going. Yeah. So that's also, and it's also really bad for your car when you do that, because then you get all the dirt and everything going into the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the human body, you have to drink adequate, and I say liquid.
No water, liquid.
Water is part of it. But when you focus primarily on liquid, someone will have a gallon of soup. After consuming it, will then go and drink
water again.
Yeah, it's also liquid, right?
Is alcohol part of the liquid?
No.
Oh.
No, because alcohol is harmful for your body.
Okay.
So just for the sake of transparency, I used to drink alcohol.
Okay.
Until Bill Gates funded research into alcoholism, into alcohol drinking. I won't say alcoholism, alcohol drinking.
Alcohol drinking.
And the professor who did the research also loved drinking. And then he came out to say that alcohol has no value for your body.
Okay.
Yeah. Your body produces enough of whatever you need. But the fact that alcohol is not good for your body doesn't mean you should go and feast on malt. What they do here. You go to a party, they say, I don't drink alcohol. And then they take in the Fanta, the Coca-Cola, the malt. It's as bad as alcohol. Because the sugar is the problem.
Okay. And so every person should take at least what is enough for their body.
Yeah.
But how do you know what is enough for your body? What's the sign that, okay, I'm lacking water in my body?
No, that's why I said you don't have to wait till you feel thirsty to drink. Yeah. So
just periodically take something.
You don't suffocate yourself by not breathing and all of a sudden gasping for oxygen, right? So it's important that you take enough. Yeah. And if you drink enough liquid, tea counts also as part of it.
As part of the liquid.
But tea without sugar. Yeah. Oh. And I also know that I was in a restaurant and I said I need tea and they brought me Milo. That's not tea.
That's beverage.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tea is more like Lipton.
Yeah, without any sugar, no milk, just tea as it is. Yeah.
Okay.
And for a long time, I've been taking tea without anything. I think as far as I can remember, maybe 25 years or so, I just take it. And it's beautiful just to taste it. Yeah, in the same way that do you put pepper in ice cream?
No.
Yeah, because you want to feel the taste.
Okay, you caught me off guard there. You don't put. How do you taste it? Wow.
Yeah, everything has its own taste. The only taste that we did not acquire is the taste for breast milk. All other tastes we acquired. Yeah, so think of it. So people say, I don't like it. Yeah, okay, that's your thinking.
Yeah. Okay, now, how can the ordinary person, tell the difference between credible health advice and misinformation?
Yeah, that's a good point. So first of all, information that is fear-mongering won't help you. Yeah. So, and I know that, you have cases where people are doing health education and then they picture a dead person. Yeah. To show if you don't take action.
This is what happens if you don't.
Yeah. This is what happens if you don't take action.
Yeah. I think I've seen a couple of, the smoking.
Yeah.
That one. And then they put some kidney by the side and give you the real, this is your kidney if you start doing.
Yeah.
I get that.
It may scare some few people, they have it, but some people still smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I start from the premise that if it's stoking fear, avoid it. Yeah. If it does not give you steps that you can take, that doesn't cost money, avoid it.
Okay.
Yeah. So if somebody says, it's education and you have to go and buy pills, say please
avoid it.
If you will eat well from your normal food, and there's a research showing that the authentic African foods are even better than the Mediterranean diet that we were, or the salad and all those things. It's not part of our culture, but contomere is part of it. Garden eggs, all those things. Yeah. So, but first of all, is it fear? Yeah, you can address myths without making people afraid of anything. Yeah, just give them the information that they need.
And then let them make their choice.
Yeah, let them make their choices.
Okay. So how is Oziza, creating like real health changes within families and communities?
Yeah. So I made the first an earlier point that awareness is key.
Yeah.
Yeah. So most people don't take action because they don't know. And that's important. So it's not that people don't care about their health. They do care. Even people who blame the witch or whatever, they still care. That's why they find somebody to blame. Yeah. So the whole point is, how do we address the lack of information or misinformation? Yeah. So if you visit Oziza, we have provided information on different things.
Okay.
What we call health conditions. So you go there, is a site that provides information on health conditions, about 200 of them, and it's still growing.
As related to the African.
It's related to the African, kwashiorkor, beriberi, all those things. There are certain health conditions that we all share as human race. Yeah, it's also there, but explained in a way that people can understand.
And easily consume the information.
Yeah. And then we have the information that affects us. We also have, because we know that most people don't like reading. Yeah. So we have images there that are appealing to people to start with. And of course, if you are not in favor of reading, it can also be read to you.
Oh,
so you can put in your earpiece.
An audio version is
go
there.
for a walk that I talked about, 5 kilometers, and during that period you can just listen to the audio version.
Nice.
And of course, with technology, we have also created an interaction where you can ask Oziza question, and then you get a response. And I have to give a lot of credit to Emmanuel, for the work that he has done there.
This one is mainly for my audience. I'd like you to help us, like, managing our stress. What are some of the recommendations that you'd give to young people? Because these days you hear lots of sad stories. You hear somebody's 35, he died of this. You hear somebody's 40, he has this, and you are wondering, I thought these diseases and sicknesses are for 65, 70. What's going on?
No, you're right. So if you go to Europe, stress related conditions, hypertension affect older people. If you come to Africa, the age is far lower, and stress is there, and helping yourself in managing it is key, right? So the first thing I say is that get your values, know your values. Values in terms of figures. What is your blood sugar level? What is your BP, blood pressure level? Just know the numbers. It's important to start with, because if you don't know, how then do you build or improve upon it? That's key. And then of course, I come back to the point that I made. Sleep is important. Yeah, and we all been there, right? Where we feel that we are being macho or whatever for not sleeping. So somebody, I just slept.
Oh my goodness!
I just slept 2 hours.
Yeah,
and then we feel so
you're proud of it.
Yeah. It's really harmful in the long term for your body. And like I said, you will see the effect when it's too late. And so you need sleep for everything, including your own memory. The work that you've done, if you really want to be on top form the next day, have a sleep.
How long do you think averagely we should be sleeping?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of, comments. This person will say 8 hours, this person will say 10 hours, this person will say minimum of 6 hours, and you are now confused. But
yeah.
What's a good range?
I think a good range will be between 6 and 8.
Between 6 and 8.
Because too much sleep is also bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the duration is important. the consistency is important. Yeah? So they advise that you go to bed more or less around the same time and wake up around the same time. That is also good for your own body clock. Yeah, so a lot's happening in our body that we are not aware of. Right? And nature has given us all these things for a good reason. And so I said, good health does not start from the hospital. It starts from the daily habits and the choices that you make. And the hospital can help you strengthen that. But we should not outsource our responsibility towards things that we can do to improve our health to somebody else.
Also, this is we are still rolling out the questions for my audience. I know some women,
and of course, you can also do people who practice mindfulness, trying to calm your mind,
meditation.
Meditation. I find it difficult to do, but it doesn't. people have, but it's important for others. But creating time where you turn on your television, you don't look on your phone. Just give your mind that sleep, that rest.
That rest.
It deserves it.
Okay.
So now the pollution that is coming from technology in itself, it's a harmful.
Too much screen time.
So Ghana, we have done well. So I think a lot of people don't drink alcohol for various reasons, mainly religious. They should continue. We also see that most people don't smoke. That's important.
Yeah.
So we've come a long way, but there are other things that
we'll take modes.
We take more if we don't move our body.
Most of us sit behind our machines and work.
And somebody was saying that sitting is the new smoking.
Yes.
Because of the harm it does to your body.
Now,
but it doesn't mean that you can't focus on your work. Don't.
I constantly have a conversation with a particular lady about working out. She's of the belief that our forefathers didn't used to work out. So why is it that we have to work out in this age and era? And I constantly tell her, as you grow, your muscles become weaker and you end up losing muscle. Like year by year, you lose an amount. Do you think it's advisable for us as young people to work out now that we are young?
I think you should become an ambassador for Oziza.
I'd love to.
Yeah. No. You made a valid point, and we have to separate two things from each other. So building muscles is important. You have to build it, because we all do. If you look at me, I don't go to gym.
But you are quite built for your age.
I don't go to gym, but when I jog, I carry weights. And some people will feel I'm crazy. So I have 5 kilos here, 5 kilos here, and I can jog for 5 kilometers with them, and then I come back.
Sorry, you said? Let's rewind. Sorry, go back one more time.
So I will carry 5 kilos here, 5 kilos there.
A bag of rice for those who don't have context.
Yeah, okay.
5 kilo is a bag of rice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and
on one hand.
And another 5 kilos.
On another hand. So in total, you are carrying 10 kilos.
Yeah.
And you run for how long?
5 kilometers. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big problem for I'll show you guys what 5 kilometers look like when we edit the video. But
So I don't go to gym, but that's what I do. And I don't do it every day. And so you also, when you do something, you have to give your body the chance to recover.
Okay.
Yeah. But so for me, the basis of jogging is to feel tired. It's not about the speed.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do it because, so back to so building the muscle is important. Some people will go to the gym, build the muscle, but you don't necessarily have to go to the gym. Anything that you do that moves the muscle is important. You can go and weed your neighbor's garden. Yeah, that's you know, at least you make your neighbor happy, you build your muscles. Yeah. And people go to gym and jog because, you know, also the point that you made earlier about the stress of present day life. You know, you don't have the time that our parents and etc. they had.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So they will walk to the farm 1 hour and back another hour. They go there maybe 5 times a day.
5 times a week.
Right. We don't have that time in this traffic and etc. So if you can be more efficient, So it's very difficult to say to somebody, don't go to the gym. Although I understand the wisdom in what the friend was saying. I never saw my mother running, but she was 95 years when she died.
Which is long.
Yeah. So if somebody says to me the benefit of jogging, although I do it, I say, give me a break. I do it because I don't have time. But they were doing it because it was functional. And that's the beauty of it. If you can build it into your schedule, that it serves a purpose, then you are in for it.
So it's definitely important that as young people we build muscle. Yeah. Because as we age, we'll just keep losing it.
But also older people should build muscles. Everybody
should do it.
Yeah, everybody needs muscles.
Why do? Explain it to them because it's coming from a professional, not coming from me. From a professional, why should we build muscle?
It's strength, right? So if you don't even go into the biology of it, it's strength that you need. Your muscles will be weaker. You can't even lift things. So that's important. The other part of it is that if you want to lose weight, building muscles is one of the most effective way to do it. Yeah. So because the muscle, they contain less fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you have muscle, maybe that's why I drink a lot of water. Yeah. Your muscle also require water.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the part of it that I would say it's not just about jogging, but also, you know,
adding
doing
some strength exercises
and etc. So keep going to the gym.
Yeah. Build the muscle.
But not so excessive. You see the bodybuilders, and then I think, you know, at the point it's also artists.
Don't look like Seven or Johnny Bravo. Now, how can listeners support Oziza and help spread the accurate information?
Yeah. So the whole point is, first of all, you know, go to Oziza platform and get the information that I think is important. The second is that, you know, in every home, every household, every community, there are people who can read. Yeah. So it's not only about helping Oziza to grow, but using the information that you have to also help your own families.
Okay.
Yeah. And certainly, when you go to the website and you see the benefits of it, and you can share the information. And so, like I said, become an ambassador, share the information, because at the end of the day, we all believe that health is wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you really believe that, and it costs almost nothing to share information. It costs me a lot of time effort to give money to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. But information I can easily give. Yeah. So, you know, the fortunate ones should be able to share the information, become ambassador. Let's spread the word. And above all, you know, I'm talking now to young people. It's about empowerment. Empowerment of the youth is critical. If you talk to every Ghanaian youth, they all have ambitions.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be something important in their life. it begins with health. Because if you have a condition now, all the dreams will fall apart. And we don't cherish our lives, health, until we fall ill.
Until it falls apart.
That's very important.
There's a popular song, Me Wa Plans Akasika.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you have to change that thing from Me Wa Plans Akame Health.
and I always end with this nice quote that I like, and I hope that your audience will like it. And it says that you cannot have a haircut in your absence. You get it?
Yeah.
You cannot have a haircut in your absence. You can, if you want to cut your hair, you cannot cut your hair and send it to the barber and sit at home.
Yeah.
You have to go to the barber. And what it means is that, and I use this as an expression of ambition. Having a haircut, we all looked nice, even though I don't have a lot of hair, but I still pay some attention to the little that I have. Yeah. So we all want to be nice. And that's why we spend time on that. And it means that every nice thing that we want to have in life requires some effort from us. It requires commitment, ownership, and leadership. In the same way that you went to the barber, you didn't sit at home and then had your hair cut and send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I always say you cannot have a haircut in your absence in the same way that you cannot have a good health in your absence.
Your absence.
Yeah. You cannot outsource taking of medicines if you are ill to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. And for the final question, before we go into the section that I like a lot, which is the game section, if listeners remember only one message, what do you want that message to be?
Your health is in your hands. Your health is in your hands. Credible information will help you realize that. Thanks.
Okay. Your health is in your hands, please. So if you know your hands are full or occupied, please empty your hands and hold your health well. Anyways, now to the game section. This is the fun section where we usually have very quick questions that would ask our audience. And today's own is myth or facts. And since you are used to a lot of myths already, it will be easy for you. Drinking bitter leaf causes... no, calm down. Drinking bitter leaf cures malaria. Is it a myth or a fact?
I have to be careful. Myth.
It's a myth. It's a myth. Why? Why is it a myth? Because I grew up with this. Like I've heard it before. There's bitter leaf and then there's neem tree.
Yeah, neem tree has some. Yeah, so maybe, and I'm careful on this because I don't want to. That's why I said it's a myth. I don't want people to say, "Oh, we had someone on your podcast and was advising us to drink that." Yeah, so I try to stay out. But the point is a valid one where you say all the medicines that we have, they all come from trees and herbs. Yeah.
Next one is, if you don't feel pain, you don't need to see a doctor.
It's a myth.
Why?
Yeah, because there's so many things happening in your body. So the what we spoke about, chronic stress, hypertension, kidney problems.
That one, you don't need to see pain for it.
Yeah. Before you have pain, it's too late. Yeah.
Herbal medicine can't be dangerous because it's natural.
It's a myth.
Why is it a myth?
It's a myth. Snake poison is natural, but it can kill you.
Okay. But is that medicine?
Can be used for something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay. High blood pressure always shows symptoms.
It's a myth.
It doesn't always.
So you can have it without knowing. Yeah, and you can have it without knowing. But if you are saying that it will always lead to a disease, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the next part is, would you rather? Would you rather take advice from a WhatsApp doctor or ignore symptoms for 6 months?
Oh, that's a nice one. That is a difficult one because you should not ignore symptoms. Right?
Uh-huh.
So that's why you should not ignore symptoms, but you should not
Also take.
you should also be choosy.
Okay.
Yeah, in where you get your information.
So in this case, we would choose Oziza.
Yeah.
Choose Oziza to get your information.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because there's so much, everybody gets them. WhatsApp messages, videos about what you can do and all those things.
Yeah, your mother can send you some. Let's not forget about our mothers and our fathers sending us videos like.
Yeah, everybody's saying it. And so I always say, can it be trusted? That's the whole point. But I like the questions. And
would you rather know the truth about your health or stay comfortable in ignorance?
The truth sets you free, they say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why is it that I heard most men do not like checking for their prostrates?
So we don't like bad news.
Okay.
That's the whole point. We don't like bad news, how to handle it. So then earlier it was also like, if you know something, can you afford it? Yeah. So some people, it's also played into it. But I think if you look at people working, and so let's also not make a blanket statement. If you look at people working and with the means to afford checkup and those things, they should go, but they don't because of the fear that
if you know what if I can't afford it, I've gone to find out. I could have lived in silence and my ignorance for a longer time.
Yeah, but also I think the fact is that our system, healthcare system, is organized around treatment and pain, right? So and that has been part of us, even although we spoke about our grandparents, putting prevention there and etc. Those days they will go to a herbalist not for advice but for treatment.
For treatment.
Yeah, so that has been part of the way that we have organized our lives. Yeah, I like those questions.
The final one. This is something you have to complete. The biggest lie Africans believe about health is?
They are not sick, therefore they are healthy.
Do you have any final words for my audience?
Let me repeat what I said. It's about empowerment, and we all want to be successful. But we should know that the basis, and since I'm talking to a Ghanaian audience, the divine step towards prosperity is awareness. And awareness about your health, awareness about, because of the fact that you have credible information, will help. And that is what I want to leave audience. And if they want to find out more, they can go to oziza.org. It's now a website, but we will have an app coming soon.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful, lovely. And there's a proposal for me to be an ambassador. So please stay tuned, stay tuned. Anyways, thank you so much for coming on our podcast. It was amazing having this conversation with you. And I believe my audience has also learned quite a lot. If you are in any kind of, health, well, if you find yourself with any health problem, please, I beg you, don't go to Google and Google, what is this? How do I prevent this? Just go to oziza.com. Get the .org rather.
Yeah.
Go to oziza.org, get the information that is best suited for you, because you're an African. Your body is different. Is different from, our brothers. But yes, please like this video. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you comment. I like to see your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers and we can't wait to hit there. Please subscribe, share it. Okay. This entire season, right? We've had a lot of sponsors, including that for the live events, which we are yet to share, but I'm sure by now you see it. So I'd like to say a very big thank you. Look, I couldn't have done this without all of you. On my own, I'm just one man. But together, we are a nation. So, shout outs to all my sponsors. Boardhouse Electrical for providing us with the solar setup that we use to run the studio currently. If you're looking to furnish your home with power 24/7, I mean power 24/7. Let me repeat it again. Power 24/7. Or you're looking to furnish your office with power 24/7. In that case, you never have anything like lights off. You never have anything like your monitors have gone off, your TV is off, your fridge is off, your meter spots in the freezer. None of that. Please contact Boardhouse Electrical. They would come to your place, do a site visit, inspect whatever device you have there, and then recommend a setup for you that works best. And when I say works best, we've been on this solar setup for 3 years now, and we can't wait for it to get to 10, 15 years. I mean, it will be a lovely journey. Now, to the next sponsor, I would like to say a very big thank you to Elite Zone Enterprise for giving us this tablets. Yes, the tablets I used to ask all the questions. You see how portable it is? I can hold it in my hand like this. It's very nice. It's very clean. If you're looking for tablets, laptops, or workstations to produce any kind of work that you are doing, Elite Zone Enterprise is the best place for you to go to. He is my sure plug. When I say sure plug, I mean I've been working with him for 8 years. 8 years is not a short time, please. It's more than half a decade. Right. So we've been doing this for 8 years and there's never been a time or a place where I would call them and they wouldn't provide. They've always come to my rescue. They've always come to, to support us. And I'd like to say a very big thank you. We couldn't have done this without any of you. And a big shout out to Is Visual Render. Is Visual Render is a 3D studio where they create architectural visualization for real estate developers, interior designers, and architects. Yes, if you go out in town and you're looking at billboards and you see projects that are out there looking like it's finished, but it's not finished, all of those things are 3Ds, and that is what Is Visual Render creates. Who else is left? Well, I can't also finish this season without saying a big thank you to the people who have supported us. 123 Stage Lighting, Rima Sounds, every single person, and my family who have also supported one way or the other when we're doing the live events. Thank you so much. The friends, the enemies, all of you inside, I thank you so much. Those who have shared because they like what we do, love to you. I'll see you in season 4. And one more set of people, my crew. Yes, they have been with me through my insults and my annoying moments. I'm not a very favorable person to work with, but I do my best and they do their best to accommodate me, and I love them for it. So yes, shout outs. If you're on TikTok, you see us there. Before we do any shoots, I come and disturb them. Randomly, I disturb them. But yeah, it's been amazing. See you in season 4. Bye.
I'm not unique, right?